Damon Bruce here, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday night basketball. It's the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Golden State Warriors. And now our broadcast swings out to Oracle Arena, where Kevin Harlan, Clark Kellogg, and Steve Kerr will have the call.
And we see a while ago the Warriors getting prepared for the task at hand. Hello everyone, proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me in the booth as always, Clark Kellogg and the sharpshooter Steve Kerr. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Pau Gasol?
Well, he's such a versatile scorer offensively. I mean, Gasol's a guy who shoots with range. We saw him even make some threes last year for the Lakers, but really good at the mid-range area, and he'll just punish smaller defenders down on the block with either hand.
And, you know, some have labeled him a finesse big man, Steve, but I think he's consistently one of the league leaders in offensive rebounds. You can't be a finesse guy and gobble up offensive boards. He's got that big height advantage, especially at power forward.
And a one-game homestand for the Warriors, as Golden State will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season. They were dominated last year, not a good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series.
Well, last year's season series between them was a battle of two of the NBA's mid-level teams, and they didn't get the better of it.
Curry gets the bucket. And here's Kobe. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. Pass to Nash. Back to Kobe. Young outside. He passes it to Keenan. Bogut on him. Clock at 6. Kaman kicks to Young. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. These guys were a tough opponent for them last year, Clark, like Steve was just saying.
Yeah, when you're so evenly matched with the team, Kevin, it doesn't make you feel that good to have dropped most of your games against them, because you feel like you should at least win some of the games you play against this team.
Now here's Curry. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Kobe dishes to Young. Offensive rebound. Here's Thompson. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Mark Jackson. When talking about who they'll be most concerned with on the other side, he laughed a little and asked, "You mean other than Kobe?" He said that it's an almost futile effort to try and slow Kobe because he can score in so many different ways, saying, really, all we can try and do is prevent him from getting into a rhythm and try to force him into tough shots. Guys?
Thanks, Doris.
You know, I like what I saw last year from David Lee and Steph Curry in terms of leading their team. They talked about it before the season, and you could see it in how they played and prepared.
Now Kobe, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. Lets it go with the three. And that's good. Nick Young for three.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
And David Lee had been viewed around the league as a guy who put up good numbers, but didn't really help you win. So it had to be a great feeling for him to lead the Warriors on the season they had this past year.
Well, I think this is the first time Lee has really been in position to win. He was drafted by the Knicks. They had really bad teams at the time, and the Warriors now getting going, adding to that roster. So I think it's unfair to suggest that Lee is not a winner based on his overall record as a player.
And he did lead the league in double-doubles last season, so he was performing with high individual numbers and certainly helping the team. A jump hook, and that one's good. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Nash the pass to Kobe. The 11-footer. It's hauled in by Bogut.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside. You know, it's funny. You look at the Golden State Warriors. They've had the third best home court advantage in the league over the last decade or so. Only the Rocky Mountain teams, Denver and Utah, were better. At Oracle, it's not the altitude, it's the crowd. One of the best in all of the NBA.
That's good. And it's 6 points for Steph Curry.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's almost going to make good on that.
Gasol, a screen on Curry. Outside, Kobe kicks to Gasol. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. And Clark, as you were saying about the Warriors, they really feed off this home crowd. Steve, you said maybe the best in the NBA.
I think so, just in terms of the support they get, regardless of their success. You think back over the last 16, 17 years, the Warriors have only been in the playoffs twice, and yet the fans are there every single night going nuts. So and now that they're a good team, I think this fan base is really going to come alive. A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that three.
Kobe gets a screen from Gasol. Kobe kicks to Young for three. Offensive rebound. Hamer. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Quality free throw shooter a year ago, about 79%.
And the free throw, no good.
Well, a coaching carousel for the Lakers last season. They made it only 5 games before firing Mike Brown. Then they decided to go in a new direction. And, boy, they went through 3 different head coaches before all was said and done. They never really were able to gain that consistency they were looking for.
The Warriors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Free throw good, Bogut. And back to the Lakers' struggles last season. What do you think, Clark, were the main problems that, held them back from being the kind of title contender that they thought they were, and a lot of people imagined they were?
Well, how much time do I have? 3 or 4 shot clocks worth? I mean, I think there were a number of issues, as you might expect. Injuries played a significant role, but I think there was discord over how they should play, really no true identity. They were a big team trying to be small, a team without a number of shooters trying to spread the floor, an older team trying to go up tempo, coaching change, and that transition.
Right, yes.
You had a lot of moving parts, and it made it very difficult for everybody, I think, and it showed in how the Lakers season went.
That's a good assessment.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
And the Warriors making a change here. O'Neal's checked in.
It's been over 3 decades since the Warriors have won a division title, guys. It's sad to hear if you're a fan, but they were a lot closer last season than they have been in a long time. Ended up second in the Pacific Division.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. Feeds to Lee. Thompson outside. Iguodala. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Iguodala's got 5 now. LA's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And Clark, as you said with the Warriors, they were 9-7 against the rest of the Pacific Division. Did very well against the Clippers, but had some struggles with the other teams that kept them from closing, Steve, the gap to the top.
Well, for a long time, remember, they were right on the heels of the Clippers in the division race, but they fell into a little bit of a slump after the All-Star break. It's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out this year with the addition of Andre Iguodala. And this team has the potential to take another step up the ladder.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Thompson inside the line. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
The Lakers making a switch here. Hill's checked in. Lakers have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Thompson against Kobe. Gasol dishes to Kobe. A baseline J. That one wide left.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass. Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Boy, it was an impressive turnaround for Mark Jackson and the Warriors last season. I mean, his promise of making the playoffs didn't come together in his first season at the Controls, but in year 2, they got it done. And I tell you what, most thought Mark would be a really outstanding coach, and he's well on his way to making that a reality.
Well, you know, when they need a big three, he's the guy they look to. He's about as reliable a deep threat as you're going to find.
And Steve, he's earned a nickname that's familiar to anybody that's followed basketball, the microwave. There's no slow build-up with him. All he needs is one shot to go down, and it can set him off, turn him into a real scoring machine. He cooks with gas, not electricity.
And for Mark Jackson, there had been some questions. He had never spent time as a coach, even as an assistant. You know, I guess the question was, Steve, would he be able to take over the reins as a head coach?
Well, the biggest thing you want to do as an NBA coach is have your players buy into what you're selling, and Mark Jackson's been able to do that. His players believe in him. He motivates them. They like playing for him, and that's most of the battle right there.
And here is Curry, following the three from Young. Thompson with the bucket. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Yeah, back and forth start for sure. This game is setting up to be awfully competitive.
Hill, no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Klay Thompson again. Now it's a 3-point Warrior lead for Los Angeles. They've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Nash kicks to Hill. Back to Nash. Pass to Kobe. Working on Thompson. Kobe can't hit.
Steve, they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, it's impressive, too. Clark's already gotten them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Now Nash. After the missed three from Klay Thompson. Nash kicks to Young. Back to Nash. Launches it, and the shot is good. Nash has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
One of the duties that Steve Nash has undertaken is signing on to oversee the Canadian national basketball team. Really a logical choice for Canada, given all that Nash has done for the sport in that country.
At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. In third, the Warriors. The fourth spot held by the Lakers.
These clubs are very similar in that regard. You look at the rebounding numbers, really impressive just how physically dominant they each were in the paint.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Going back to Nash, certainly the greatest basketball player ever out of Canada, and we all realize that. But you were telling me a story the other day about how you and he went surfing one time.
Well, yeah, in San Diego, we got out in the water, and the first time he ever got on a surfboard, he got up and rode a wave perfectly. So, I mean, you talk about an incredible athlete. Nash just has it all.
Here's Blake. Johnson outside. Johnson right side. 5 to shoot. Not enough on that one as it misses. Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Douglas the pass to Bazemore. Misses the 3. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Johnson right side. Pass to Blake. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Everybody knows how brutal the Western Conference can be, and part of the reason the Lakers were able to make it to the playoffs is because they were above 500 in the West, which is pretty impressive.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. Well, going back to the Lakers in the West, they would end with a 28-24 record, Steve, against the rest of the conference. That record falling right in line where they finished in relation to the rest of the West.
Well, and that record was really the big reason that they were able to catch up to Utah and end up passing them for the last playoff spot. And, you know, Laker fans might not be happy with how quickly they exited the postseason, getting swept by the Spurs, but, you know, they did make a good push at the end of the season just to get in.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Harrison Barnes was thought to be a shooter more than a slasher when he came into the league, and while he's been able to be effective from distance, he showed off some of his incredible athleticism with his ability to get to the rim, too.
That's good from Barnes. And for Harrison Barnes, he's worked on his ball handling a lot to enhance his ability to drive.
Yeah, footwork, ball handling, passing, those were the areas where he really didn't shine at North Carolina. But he's worked hard at his game, and he's rounded out his offensive repertoire really well.
Never seemed to blink. Handled the big stage, I thought, well.
Yeah.
Here's Blake. And there's the feed to Johnson. Shoots a fader. Gets the bucket. Johnson's got his first points of the night.
He typically may not contribute a lot, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the ability to.
Douglas with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. No good from Bazemore.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
And Meeks kicks to Johnson. And it's off from three-point range. Warriors trail by 3. He feeds it to Bazemore. Trying his luck deep. That's good. Bazemore's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Here's Meeks. Kicks it out to Johnson. Puts one up from 19. Shot is off. It's a tie game here in Oakland. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
Bring your costume. It's Halloween in the NBA. Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks take on Joakim Noah and the Chicago Bulls. Live this Thursday night.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
And I thought they built this lead mainly because of their work on the glass. They really dominated the rebounding totals.
And it takes an effort from all 5 guys to get a rebounding advantage like that. Everybody has to rebound the ball. That's how you finish off your defense.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Lakers 5 right now. Hill is out there with Robert Sacre. Then it's Jody Meeks. Then it's Johnson, and it's Blake in at the 1. Here's Bazemore. That's good with a Douglas assist. Bazemore's got 6.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight, because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot streak.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Guys, the Warriors aggressively pursuing top talent this summer. They surprised many as strong contenders for Dwight Howard and did end up with an all-star acquisition in Andre Iguodala. He gives them an elite perimeter defender who can also create offense for them in a point-forward role. And with their shooters, a great fit for his talents. This is a team not content to rest on its laurels, but constantly in hot pursuit of the best players in the game.
Such a terrific turnaround. Thanks, Doris.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Nedovic, the pass to Bogut. He kicks it to Barnes. And that one's good. Lakers trail by 3. Farmar dishes to Johnson. And it's sent back by Bogut.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
Here's Meeks. The dish to Farmar. Kaman inside. Picked his pocket. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
Lakers foul call. Wesley Johnson. His second personal, first team.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
And they're knocking down that mid-range jumper so far.
Another thing they've been able to really get going so far tonight has been the three ball, the long-range shooting. You know, it's very rare that you're going to be able to make the playoffs in the West without coming out with a winning record against the rest of the conference. And the Warriors knew that would be important in their quest for the playoffs, and they handled business against the West.
And the Lakers call time here. Well, and for the Warriors who fought so hard to get back into the playoffs, last year their 28-24 record against the rest of the West really helped their cause, Steve.
Well, the toughest part of the Warriors' last campaign was a rough stretch of games in February where they dropped off a bit in the race. And, you know, a lot of those games were against Western teams. And if you kind of remove that month, their in-conference record is even more impressive.
Johnson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, the hope was that a change of scenery and a chance to run up and down the wings would be just what was needed to get Wesley Johnson going in the NBA, but that just didn't happen for him last season.
And that one falls for Johnson. And for Wes Johnson, the 4th overall pick back in 2010 out of Syracuse, he just hasn't been able, Steve, to break through.
Yeah, you wonder why, because he's got great size and athleticism, beautiful shooting stroke, and yet the shooting numbers just aren't there. So I thought he would be better coming into this league, but we'll see if he's able to develop and find a niche somewhere.
Bazemore gets the bucket.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the defense getting bombarded. They just haven't been able to slow him down.
Farmar kicks to Johnson. And it's Johnson again missing.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Kaman a screen. Now Farmar. Kaman backing down. The jump hook. That drops. Kaman's got 7.
He can finish in the post. That's one thing we know about him.
And Nedovic kicks to Bogut. Dishes to Bazemore. A rebound by the Lakers. Hill's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson, that's for 2. Gets an open look and hits. Johnson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Warriors leading by 8. Here's Bazemore. He's got 12. The pass to Barnes. He dishes it to Spates. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Maurice Spates swapped teams once again last year. This time joining Cleveland. Now he finds his way to Golden State. Spates very talented, but you wonder if he's ever really going to find his niche with one team for more than a year or 2.
And the first one drops. And Spates, primarily Clark, a pick-and-pop big man.
Yeah, I like his nice soft touch, Kevin. It's really solid in the mid-range area. He's a pretty decent rebounder as well. I think he's a very productive backup and young enough to where he's still got some room to grow.
Pau Gasol's checked in for the Lakers. And so he hits both.
You know, last season, a lot of folks had the Lakers picked as the super team in the West, the team that would maybe challenge Miami and LeBron, but from the start, it just never was a cohesive group and really had one of the most disappointing seasons in the Lakers' history. Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Well, for a guy that shoots like he does, I mean, I'd say that is an easy look.
with the shot. And the shot is long. Lakers trail by 10. Clark, as you said, the Lakers had a lot of lofty expectations put on them, but you never know what's going to happen when a team is put together. And Steve, they just couldn't reach that bar that was set so high for them.
Yeah, the expectations were so high, Kevin, but injury issues cost them all season long. Nash, Howard, Powell, and of course Kobe with the Achilles at the end of the year. And that unit only started 7 games all season together, so they never really were able to develop any chemistry.
Johnson from outside, and that one's good. Johnson's got 11 points.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Here's Nedovic with the floater. That's good. Nedovic has got 4 points in the quarter. Lakers trail by 9. Came in a string. Farmar passes to Gasol. Kicks to Farmar. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Feeds it to Farmar. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Farmar's got his first points in this one.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And a look here at how the Lakers ranked in the NBA last season. 4th in rebounding, 6th in scoring. And they were a top 10 team in field goal shooting. Not bad for a team that's got an awful lot of young, talented players.
And this is a team that really relied most heavily on the rebounding numbers that you talked about. I mean, at top 5, they're a team that likes to attack the lane at both ends of the floor, really control the glass on defense and try to pound you inside with the offensive boards.
Here's Nedovic. He passes to Barnes. Here's Nedovic. And he banks in the layup. Nedovic has got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
And Young, here we go. Here's the break. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line. The Warriors, 4th.
I think free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everybody last season just had the hot hand.
No good on the free throw.
Well, the Warriors going to the playoffs last season for just the 2nd time in 19 seasons, guys. Pretty incredible and remarkable, too. But it seems, as Mark Jackson said, that things be a-changing in the Bay Area, and for the better.
Stephen Curry's checked in for Golden State. And the second free throw, good. And for the Warriors, a scrappy, hard-fought win over the Denver Nuggets in 6 games. They also, Steve, gave the Spurs a lot of trouble in the second round.
They sure did. That series might have turned out a lot different if they hadn't collapsed in Game 1. But the Warriors showed tremendous resilience in bouncing back and really making that series so competitive. In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Pass to Barnes. Here's Nedovic. The feed now to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Gasol's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Meeks kicks to Farmar. Passes it to Young. He feeds it to Farmar. Los Angeles with another miss.
Now, bad timing. His team trailing, and this has not been a quarter that he'd like to remember.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Fires from deep. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Gasol covered by Lee to stop the drought. No good from Gasol.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Nedovic, the pass to Curry. He kicks to Barnes. That three off the mark. Lakers trailed by 13. Gasol a screen. Farmar dishes to Meeks. And the pass to Farmar. No good on the triple.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Kevin. Jordan Farmar is back in the NBA after playing last season in Turkey. He's making about a third of what he could earn overseas, but he said, quote, "This is the only situation I would have taken a minimum deal with. I miss my family, I miss being home, and ultimately, I miss being a Laker." He's an LA native, won 2 titles in purple and gold, and guys, it's good to be back.
Yeah, he is a winner. No doubt about that. Thank you, Doris. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Oh, boy, this is something you hate to see, Clark.
You know, it sure is. Injuries, though, are really an unfortunate part of the game, inevitable at times. Hopefully, it's nothing serious.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Kaman. And it's Hill in for Pau Gasol. And the Lakers call time here.
You know, there are a number of things that went wrong for the Lakers, and a lot of it led to them being a poor team on the road. They just didn't look like they were on the same page whenever they played away from Staples.
Lakers trail by 16. Back to the Lakers in their play on the road. It wasn't for their lack of scoring. They would put up just about as many on the road as they would at home. Steve, it's just that they wouldn't get the stops. The defense wasn't what they needed for road wins.
Well, if you're going to win on the road, Kevin, you have to get stops. And the Lakers didn't do that. And, you know, you think about this year, without Dwight Howard now, that defense is only going to get worse. So I would look for the road to be a major issue this year for the Lakers.
Here's Curry with the three. Another three for Golden State.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get him going.
Nash kicks to Kobe. The dish to Young. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Golden State. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Thompson, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
So much of what ailed the Lakers could be traced to the lack of defensive presence, and it really came to a head when Magic Johnson, one of the greatest Lakers of all time, called them out about looking to play Showtime offense while not paying attention to solid defense.
Ryan in the post, working on Thompson. That is good. Kobe's got his second basket of the game.
And of all the things about him that you like offensively, it's his composure that jumps out at me. The way he never gets rattled. The defense can get in him. He doesn't care. He just continues to do his thing.
And Steve, very few players have his finishing ability. We see him get a lot of and ones because even if he draws hard contact, he is able to play through that and typically score.
He's against Lee. Fades away. And that one's good by Kobe. Kobe's got his third bucket of the night.
They didn't get off to much of a start early on, but he seems to have shaken off the rust here in the quarter.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. From deep. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Warriors on top. They lead by 18. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports as the NBA season revs up. Let's get into the halftime report. The Golden State Warriors are ahead against the Lakers. Offensively, they've been in a zone. A lot of great team play, providing looks from all over the floor. Klay Thompson with a phenomenal first half. shooting nearly 70% so far, a gaudy shooting percentage, the envy of everybody playing tonight. For the Lakers, they haven't been as good early on. They'd like to forget that first half. Coach has not been happy with what he's seen out there, and they'll likely come out with major adjustments. A valuable contribution so far by Nick Young. No secret he can carry the team with his offense. And now let's go around the NBA to check out what's happening. For the Jazz over at Energy Solutions Arena, they're now trailing to Oklahoma City, about midway through the third out there. And another one also in progress. The Washington Wizards right now trailing the Pistons out in Detroit. They've fallen behind by 5 points in the third in that one. And to look now at the rest of the action from around the NBA. Brooklyn up on top against the Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. Third quarter, and they've built an 11-point edge. That'll be it for the halftime report. The second half is coming right up. Hope to see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. It's Lee and Bogut inside, and it's Curry in at the point. And that's the group for Mark Jackson as we begin the second half. On defense, Golden State. Kobe passes to King. 6 to shoot. Kobe kicks to Young. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Last year's Warriors and where they ranked in the NBA. A chance to check that out now, Kevin. First in three-point field goal percentage. Third in rebounding. And they showed up in the top 5 in free throw shooting. This is a team that took advantage of getting to the line.
And I think what really stands out is the spacing offensively. Clark, you talked about the three-point percentage, #1 in the league. That doesn't happen unless you have good flow and good spacing offensively. This team really spread the defense out on a nightly basis, and as a result, they were a nightmare to guard.
Lee with the steal. The drive by Bogut. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And Clark, while we have a moment, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Third is Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, he had a terrific year last year, consistent, and ended up being one of the best scorers in the league.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Curry can't get it to go.
Steph Curry is virtually impossible to defend. I mean, he can hit from anywhere on the floor. In the gym range, personified with Curry. Mid-range jumpers are like layups to him. And inside, he's got the floater finger roll and the runner. You always expect his shots to go in. It's like watching a game of horse at full speed when the highest stakes are on the line.
Nash drives in. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And Kobe with the block.
You know, sometimes rest can do more harm than good. It certainly looks that way for them. They've been cold coming out and have yet to find the bottom of the net.
Nash with it. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Here's Gasol. And Bogut sends it back.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Dishes to Iguodala. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Iguodala's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Warriors. And Steve, shooting no doubt Curry's forte. He narrowly missed the All-Star game last season. I mean, I can't believe he didn't get elected, and he seemed to be the one glaring miss. When you watch this game, where can he improve?
I think offensively, he's got the whole package. I think it's at the other end of the floor where he can probably improve. He needs to compete a little bit more defensively, but that's tough to do when you're handling so much of the offensive load for your team. But he's got to find a little more balance, I think, between his offense and his defense.
Backing down is Bryant. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, guys, Kobe Bryant is now the longest tenured Laker ever. Magic called him the greatest Laker ever. On a team that's had so many terrific players, that is a monumental statement.
First free throw is good. And for Kobe, he said at this point, he'll never go to another team. It's important for him to retire a Laker. You don't hear that from a lot of guys.
No, Reggie Miller with the Pacers,
Yes.
Larry Bird with the Celtics, but not often. And I think it does add to a player's legacy, and it adds to the history and the legacy of the franchise as well. So I think it's important that Kobe remains in that Laker jersey.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Kobe Bryant now at 35 years of age, and you know what impresses me is the way he's adapted his game and remained so effective. Even as he's lost a little in the way of explosiveness, he can now beat you on the ground as much as he used to be able to beat you in the air.
Leaps for it. Kobe with the steal. Nash kicks to Kaman. He dishes it to Kobe. Pass to Young. Shot clock at 6. Shot from the wing. He squares up and sinks it. Young's got 13. Clark, you mentioned Kobe's changes offensive. Plays a lot more, Steve, I think, with his back to the basket.
Well, he's always had great footwork, but he's taken it to the next level. He's so elusive with those pump fakes and the spins. Even with the hand in his face, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to knocking down contested jumpers.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. Kaman gave up his old caveman look, guys, but he's still an intimidating presence in the post. Good size and strength, and doesn't really get pushed around. Also excellent timing when it comes to shot block.
For Los Angeles, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just one or two guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Chris Kaman skilled offensively. Ambidextrous, finishing inside, and a good mid-range shooter.
Yeah, I think he's really good offensively. He's got a lot of skill. He's tough to handle. And the question mark with him is defensively. You know, his weak side rotations can be late. He's never really been, you know, a center that you kind of solidify your defense around.
Lakers trail by 14. This all setting the pick for Kobe. Nash. Young outside. No good from outside.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him. Yeah, the Warriors turnaround, I think, in large part because of the improvement defensively and on the boards last year. There was a 5 or 6 year stretch where Golden State was maybe the worst team in both categories in the entire league, but the schemes have changed, the personnel, the intent, the toughness, and it has all led to a new era for the Golden State Warriors basketball team.
Here's Iguodala. No good off the back of the rim.
He doesn't really scare a defense at all. You've seen him miss quite a few just like those.
Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Chris Kaman. Curry dishes to Iguodala. Kicks it to O'Neal. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And back to the Warriors looking to pack the paint. If you wanted to get into a three-point shooting contest with them, well, I think they'd welcome that.
I agree. I mean, with the Splash Brothers in the backcourt, you can get sprayed in a hurry from all angles. I mean, those guys are terrific. But again, their improved defense and rebounding was a big part of their success as well. After 17 years in the NBA, Jermaine O'Neal is still going. It's easy to forget he was once an all-star franchise big man for the Indiana Pacers. Jermaine could do it all. He could score it in the low post, could make the mid-range jumper, and also was a force defensively. But even though he's not at that level now, he can still help you as a quality rotation big man.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Sacre kicks to Young. Kobe falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Kobe's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
And for O'Neal, one time a 24-point per game score. Now his role is all about defense, blocking shots and clogging the lane.
Yeah, he's 6'11", 250 with a great knowledge of the NBA and how to defend and scouting reports of every player in the league. Very savvy veteran player.
Shots good from Young. Warriors leading by 17. Thompson outside. Feeds to Curry. Fires the 3. And that's collected by Hill. Hill's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Young. It's good. And there's a block called in the play. He'll get 1 free throw.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
You know, it seems to me Nick Young is a perfect guy to have coming off the bench because he's a volume shooter and scorer who can get hot in a hurry. But I think his best role is to play him kind of in a Jamal Crawford type role.
Gasol, a screen on Thompson. Blake with it, picked up by Thompson. Nick Young on the wing, 18 feet out. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Blake with the steal. And Young, here we go. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Going back to Nick Young, Clark, mostly a score.
He sure is, Kevin, an athletic 6'7" wing. I don't think there's any reason he can't be a plus rebounder and defender, but it's clear that his focus primarily has been on the offensive end.
The first one falls.
100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Azuli comes in for David Lee. And Steph Curry subbed in for Klay Thompson. And so Young nails them both. Warriors leading by 12. Here's
how about that basketball, man? Wow. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Here's Gasol. Los Angeles with another miss. Golden State's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. The shot's good from Douglas.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Nash outside. Clock at 6. Back to Young. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got 3 assists now in this one.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Curry kicks to Douglas. Puts it up. The rebound by Blake.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
He passes to Gasol. No good. Nice D from Azili.
But an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference. I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Blake kicks to Young. That's tipped. And now Iguodala running the floor all by himself.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
Guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Nash kicks to Young. Young off a pick from Hill. Clock at 4. 11 feet away. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. With the stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Warriors, number 1.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the three-point line.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Lakers making a change here. And so Young nails them both. Warriors leading by 18. Lee sets a screen for Douglas. Pass to Thompson. The three. Here's Bogut. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, he's the master of the kickout. Loves to get the ball down on the low block and have the defense collapse around him and then find an open teammate on the outside.
And something else he does that might not wind up in the stat sheet, but is still a big part of his game, his leadership defensively. Collectively, they're a much better team when he's on the floor. Well, you know, Andrew Bogut essentially missed the first half of last season as he continued rehab from his ankle injury from early 2012. The team did a pretty good job of holding down the fort in his absence. Got off to a hot start, but no question about it. He gives this team a whole different dimension inside when he's healthy.
Going back to Bogut, the Warriors took a little heat early on with that trade. You know, they sent their high-scoring guard, Monta Ellis, for Bogut to Milwaukee, and they had to wait a long while for the big man because he came injured to Golden State.
Well, that was the main reason people were upset. They traded their leading scorer for a guy who couldn't even play because he was on the sidelines. But once he was healthy, the trade made perfect sense. Golden State had plenty of firepower in the backcourt. They needed the size and defense that Bogut brought them.
And Nash, here we go. Blake. 6 on the shot clock. There's the feed to Kobe. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
Now we get a chance to check out David Lee. What a year he had last season. 5th in rebounding. And he became a real offensive threat, one of the top 15 scorers in the game.
And, Steve, you look at his top 5 standing and rebounding, I mean, it underscores just how valuable he was to their team in the low post. I mean, he gave them a real presence down there.
The Lakers making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. That one is no good.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. I mean, the score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
Lakers trailed by 19. Now here's Nash. He has 5. Shoots. Kobe. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. 15 points for Kobe Bryant.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Curry with it. Guarded now by Nash. Passes to Douglas. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kobe attacking. 3 seconds left. He takes it up and lays it in. Kobe's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors lead by 15.
Tune in for a scary night of basketball. Halloween in the NBA. Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers this Thursday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 Pacific.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Warriors leading by 15. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. Inside the 7-footers, Gasol and Kaman. Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. And it's Young in at the 3. Here's Iguodala. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kamen's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Nash hits to Young. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, he struggled a little bit in the second half, but remember, he hit 3 of those in the first half.
Curry against Kobe. Rejected by Kobe. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
10 seconds on the shot.
Here's Iguodala. Lakers trail by 15. Nash right side with the lead pass. Gasol. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got assist number 5 here tonight. Warriors have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Curry passes to Lee. He's up against Gasol. Puts it up from 12. And off the glass. That one's good. And the Warriors lead by 15.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
For 3, Kobe gets it to go. Kobe's got 14 points now in the second half.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Curry, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there. You know, with Steph Curry, it's never been a question about his talent, guys. It's always been a question about how are his ankles going to do. But really, he only missed significant time in the shortened season. And for the most part, he's been healthy and highly productive.
And a few ankle tweaks for Curry last season, but with the big brace he wore, he said the pain was mostly from the brace bruising his ankle than anything else.
Well, it sounds to me like maybe you should take the brace off. Maybe a smaller brace so
Perhaps,
he doesn't get the bruising. That would be smart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The free throw drops for Kobe.
He's been to the line here more than in the first. I thought he was a bit tentative in that first, but I like the aggressiveness he's showing here now.
And Kobe drops them both. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Here's Bogut. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Lakers trail by 15. Nash outside. Back to Young. Fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Young's got 27 points.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Warriors leading by 12. Timeout called the Warriors.
You know, people look at Steve Nash, guys, and I don't know if they automatically think tremendous athlete. But he is. He's a different type of tremendous athlete. He's not going to blind you or amaze you with his running and jumping ability, but it's his agility, his coordination, his balance, the fact that he's ambidextrous, not only with his hands, but with his feet. I mean, he's equally balanced going either way with the ball or on his pivots. And he attributes a lot of that to playing soccer and ice hockey as a youth.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Mark Jackson said to his club. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
And for Nash, his great agility really helps him on the offensive side, certainly, and change of speed and direction and shifting all over the floor. He can keep defenders off balance. Always has been able to do that.
Yeah, but defensively is where he's suffered here the last couple of seasons, just losing a little bit as he's aged. But, you know, a smart player and understands how to survive defensively out on the floor.
Warriors leading by 10. Curry kicks to Lee. Thompson outside. Screened by Lee. It's Thompson off the drive. A fader. And the Warriors miss again. LA has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Kobe against Curry. Again, Los Angeles. And here's Thompson. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
So it's the Warriors now. They led the game at one point by 20. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. To the inside. And it's blocked by Bogut. He feeds it to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got 23.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
And Young, here we go. No good there off the double clutch. Warriors leading by 10. Curry dishes to Iguodala. Bogut. That's good.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
Kaman kicks to Young. The pass to Kobe. No luck. And Golden State will come the other way. Back to Curry. For the three. Count the bucket. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Nash, the pass to Young. Gasol is screening Iguodala. Got a piece of it. Lock at 6. Here's Nash. True on the 14-footer.
That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
So it's the Warriors now. 13-point lead. Curry attacking. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kaman's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Nick Young on the wing. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Warriors leading by 10. High arcing shot. There's David Lee on the assist by Curry. Curry's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
Great last-second decision to pull that shot back and make the feed instead.
Iguodala against Young. He kicks to Kobe. He's up against Thompson. Lets it go from 14. Kobe, no luck. The Warriors have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Curry dishes to Bogut, and it's blocked. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Nash kicks to Young. Inside to Gasol. Iguodala with the steal. Thompson left side. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run. Well, you know, it's interesting, guys. Klay Thompson, as we all know, is a deadly outside shooter. But I think early in his NBA career, he struggled a bit with his touch around the rim. So it's nice to see as last season wore on, he started to find that touch around the glass and finish against bigger guys, which is much needed at the two-guard position.
Nash, the pass to Kobe. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads from 9. Lee gets the rebound. Lee's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Curry gets the screen from Bogut. Iguodala kicks to Bogut. And that one is hammered home. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Boy, a pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
That's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
Warriors leading by 15. Well, and Clark, going back to Klay Thompson, he wants to be a complete player. His dad certainly was, and, Steve, he's just not a shooting specialist.
No, he's got the size and ball handling ability to really attack off the dribble, and he's also become an excellent defender, too. Greg Popovich talked about it during their playoff series a year ago. Thompson really did a nice job at that end of the floor.
Lee dishes to Bogut. Good defensive work there by Young. Lakers trail by 15. Outside, Kobe. And there's another one for the Lakers. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Yeah, there's no agenda. I mean, the ball's just moving to whoever is open, and as a result, they've kind of developed a clicking kind of pace to their game. It's been fun to watch.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Now, Klay Thompson making NBA money. I'll tell you what, he learned from his father, Michael Thompson, who played a long time in the NBA. And his dad taught him, hey, you better live on a monthly stipend. You got to save your money, son. So good advice from Pops.
Nash hits to Gasol. The dish now to Kobe. He's up against Thompson. Nash outside. Fires for three. David Lee comes up with the rebound. And, to go back, there's the cliche of the athlete who doesn't save for retirement. It's got to be a good thing for Klay Thompson to have that restraint, I would think.
And what I like, Kevin, the focus for him is on basketball and getting better. No entourage, no shopping sprees. Everything is pretty low-key, close to the vest. He's a gym rat, wants to be a great player, not interested in glamour and celebrity. He wants the ball.
I like the fact he lives on a tight budget. And, as Steve was talking about, he's got some pretty good genes, pretty good bloodlines.
DNA isn't bad at all with Michael being a dad.
Gasol. And there's another one for the Lakers. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Lee is screen on Kobe. It's Thompson off the drive. Offensive rebound. No good from Lee. Lakers trail by 16. Nick Young on the wing. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here.
Really an extraordinary game for Nick Young. He's got 32 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
Well, you got that right. You can tell he's on target because as soon as the ball leaves his hands, it looks like every single one of them is going in.
And he makes the first. And the Lakers with some changes. And so Young nails them both. And the Warriors with possession here. They led the game at one point by 20. Douglas kicks to Ezeli. Dishes it to Barnes. Pass to O'Neal. Feeds it to Barnes. Just 4 to shoot. Douglas for 3. No luck. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Barnes with it. He passes to Nedovic. He dishes it to Douglas. Here's Nedovic. He's guarded by Johnson. Douglas for 3. Gets it to go.
They got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
Now Blake kicks it to Sacre. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And he knocks down the first one. Los Angeles making a switch here. Sacre hits them both. Here's Nedovic. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan player of the game, Klay Thompson.